Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Spend 10K a Day podcast. As always, I am the Chief Marketing Officer here at Mute 6, Stuart Anderson. And with me today, my good buddy, Steve Weiss.
Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday.
Today, we are going to be talking about e-commerce on Instagram, different tactics you can take to help sell more products using your Instagram account and Instagram ads. So, Steve, a lot of innovation going on the Instagram side. Obviously, it's a big area of focus for Facebook.
Yep, and you know what Instagram really is? It's the advertiser's way of reaching the younger demographic on Facebook. So a lot of the younger people, ages 16 to 25, they're not on Facebook. So Facebook actually cannot reach those people unless you're targeting Instagram ads. So it's really important to know that that's the main reason why Instagram advertising is a lot more expensive from a paid social side than Facebook. And what's really, Facebook's really innovating right now, building tools for advertisers on Instagram. They launched Instagram about 1.5 to 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, I think the ad products were about a year and a half ago.
Yep. So a lot of advertisers are taking advantage of. We had a couple really awesome case studies that Facebook did on our work. But I think that now Facebook is really seeing that Instagram is the next frontier, and they need to build tools for direct response advertisers on Instagram. So something it's really interesting that me and Stuart are excited about is taggable products.
Yeah.
This is a brand new feature that Facebook is rolling out on Instagram. Stu, tell me a little about what taggable products is.
Yes, and it's still early days. They're basically during the kind of beta testing with it. They have I think less than 20 brands have access to it right now. But what you can basically do is, let's say you have a picture on your Instagram account that has, some of your products in it. You can actually tag the products so that if somebody taps on, a shirt or a purse or something like that in the image, they can click through to an actual link directly to buy, and it all happens within the app. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing because right now, people just post, or brands post images to Instagram, but they can't actually turn those images they post into actual links unless they're running a paid acquisition campaign.
Yes, it helps. It's a much better funnel than what's there right now. Because usually, if you're on Instagram, it's really hard to get links there in an intelligent way. You have to tell people what the product is that's actually in the shot. Because that's one of the things. If somebody wants to make a purchase, when they see something on Instagram, their first reaction is "Oh shit! What's that? What's that one item in that picture?" And there could be 4. It's here now you don't have to worry about stuff in links or things like that. You have the ability to actually tag the products and make it easy for somebody to actually find them on your store.
So taggable products is not out yet. Obviously, Facebook is rolling out slowly. For those people who obviously don't have access to the taggable products, we're going to talk a little more about some of the tools you can use right now to actually start generating ROI on Instagram. And one of those is Instagram Dynamic Product Ads.
Yeah, DPA. It's something that we've been using extensively both on Facebook and Instagram to great effect. If you're not doing this and you have an e-commerce site, I don't know what to tell you, man. You have to do it. It's great for both boosting volume and lowering your CPA. It's got that magic combination.
Yep.
The results we've seen on it have been pretty off the charts.
So what dynamic we're gonna have another podcast just on dynamic product ads. But what dynamic product ads is the act of you uploading your full product catalog into Facebook and telling Facebook that all the users who visit these specific products are then going to get remarketed very intelligently using Facebook's algorithm, the product they're most likely to purchase based on their prior browsing behavior.
Yeah, and what's great about it is, as the name implies, they're dynamic ads too. So before, if you wanted to do a remarketing campaign for a specific product, you'd have to create a different campaign for every URL, set all the parameters, and do that. Here, you upload your catalog, you set the criteria, and it's like merge tags. You're setting conditions. So it's person views the page of product X, send them again, send them an ad that can send them back to, product X. Similarly, you can also do, cross-sells and upsells. So if somebody buys, a blanket and you want to sell them pillows, you can easily set that up, based on the criteria that you set. There's obviously ways you can tweak and adjust it, but just the simple remarketing stuff where it's just hey, somebody went to this page, they didn't buy, send them that automated kind of, retargeting ad. you're gonna improve your results.
So another thing that is besides dynamic product ads, which is just a no-brainer, that works really well is cross-device remarketing on Instagram. So you could actually, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you could actually set up a remarketing audience based on a UTM parameter, which is really interesting. So let's say like we usually do is we want to use Instagram as what we call the top of the funnel.
Yep.
First thing they hear about us is coming from a really cool Instagram image. So what we'll do is we'll create an ad on Instagram with a specific UTM parameter, and then we'll remarket to all the people who clicked on that link on Facebook. So they're coming in from Instagram, and they're being remarketed cross-platform on Facebook.
Yeah. It's just one of those tools of the trade that we got that, the other thing is as well with the UTM retargeting, just to, quick aside, storyboarding, especially when you're doing cross-device, it's really great to kind of storyboard out your ads and know, like, hey, if somebody came in from this campaign with, these parameters, knowing, like, the next ad they're going to see, ideally, really helpful. And especially, if you're advertising on Instagram, chances are you're a very visual brand. It could be clothing, things like that. That's where storyboarding comes in, like, really, really important.
And the last one is Instagram video ads, which are really, really hot right now. Instagram prioritizes video on their newsfeed just as Facebook does. So I would highly recommend creating video specifically for Instagram.
Definitely.
So just to recap real quick, coming up on the horizon, taggable products on Instagram. The 3 things that you should be doing right now for Instagram if you run an e-commerce site. Number 1, dynamic product ads. Number 2, cross-platform remarketing, and number 3, video. Video ads specifically built for Instagram.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think all those things are things that e-commerce companies really need to take a look at and start implementing. Instagram's a channel that's only going to get more attention from Facebook from a product development standpoint. I don't know about used to, but I'm really excited to see what they come out with in 2017 on Instagram. Yeah,
Instagram is the platform that's evolving at the quickest, both on a user side as well as an advertising side. So I'd really keep watching what's going on Instagram, because if you're not evolving, at the speed that Facebook and Instagram is, then you're falling behind. So keep listening to our podcast if you can, because every new thing that comes out, we're gonna be talking about, literally.
Yeah.
So our job is to stay on top of every new development in the advertising technology space.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for the next feature. We'll do a complete run through as soon as we can. If you have any questions about running Instagram campaigns or just general marketing strategy on Instagram, you can always feel free to email us questions@mute6.com, and we'll take care of any questions.
And my email, you can email me directly if you have any type of feedback, questions. I just want you to make sure you get the most value out of our podcast. Steve, Steve, @mute6.com. All right, guys, thanks so much, and have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you.